GPS, check. Great battery life, check. Smartphone app, check. Scratch free display, check. Rugged body, double check. So, is there any problem? Let's find out. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Check. And I hope you guys are doing great and everybody is safe. First of all, wishing you all a very happy new year and a very happy Makar Sankranti. I hope this year will be amazing for all of us. So, Amazfit ने recently एक स्मार्ट वॉच लॉन्च किया है जिसका नाम है Amazfit T-Rex 2. ये एक स्मार्ट वॉच है which has got all the ruggedness of a G-Shock and it has got all the sports functionality of a Garmin. इसको लॉन्च हुए 4 to 5 weeks हो गए अमेजोन में एंड आई बीन यूजिंग इट फ्रॉम द डे ऑफ इट्स लॉन्च एंड आई डू हैव अ थिंग और टू से अबाउट इट्स functionality and how it's been in my day-to-day life and was it really worth investing the money. So without wasting any time, let's get started. आगे बढ़ने से पहले दिस इज द बॉक्स इन विच यू गेट द स्मार्ट वॉच. काफ़ी सिंपल सा बॉक्स है, नथिंग क्रेजी और नथिंग फैंसी अबाउट इट. जैसे ही आप इसको ओपन करोगे आपको इसमें एक और वाइट बॉक्स मिलेगा एंड यू वंस यू ओपन इट ऑब्वियसली सेंटर में आपको आपका वॉच मिलेगा एंड यू डू हैव अनदर 2 कंपार्टमेंट्स हियर. एक में होगा आपका यूज़र मैनुअल एंड योर वारंटी कार्ड एंड इन अनदर यू विल गेट योर 2-pin चार्जिंग केबल. You don't get any adapter, you just get a 2-pin charging cable. So yeah, very simple box, nothing crazy about it. And yes, ये वॉच आपको मिलेगा 4 कलर में. You have 4 color options basically. एक है आपका डेजर्ट खाकी, एक है आपका Astro Black and Gold, and another one is Wild Green, and another one is Emerald Black, which I've got here with me. Okay, now let's talk about the build quality and how the watch feels in the hand. अगर आपने इसका एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखा हो अमेजोन पे, यूट्यूब पे या कहीं पे भी, Amazfit says that this is an extremely rugged smartwatch and it has surpassed around 15 military grade tests and it can sustain temperature as high as 158 Fahrenheit and as low as -40 Fahrenheit. Apparently, they have taken the watch up to 13,000 height from the sea level and a temperature as low as -64 degrees Celsius. I'm repeating myself again, -64 degrees Celsius, and the watch has survived. Again, crazy videos, man. They throw some heavy metal balls on the display, they defreeze the watch and they break the ice. The watch still survives and it functions. There are a couple of YouTube channels who have actually done these extreme tests. I'm going to link those videos just below the like button. Well, I'm not going to do any crazy test of that sort. But one thing I can say for sure is that the watch is definitely built like a tank and feels like one. I have bumped this watch multiple times into treadmill, cycle, car, any sort of metal, and the watch has fallen flat on the display just like that from, let's say, 10 feet height. And forget the glass, there is not even a single scratch on the body, which is amazing. So yeah, definitely when it comes to build quality, this is a rock star. And as I've said before, it definitely has the characteristics of a G-Shock when it comes to its build quality. And I might go as well as and say out that this could be even slightly better than a G-Shock when it comes to build quality. And also this is a certified 10 ATM waterproof, which means आप इसको पहन के easily swimming कर सकते हो, surfing कर सकते हो, और majority of the water sports activity you should be able to perform with this without any hesitation or without any problem. And the straps are made of 22 silicone, and the silicone feels smooth in the hand, right? There is no sharp or unfinished edges on this. So it definitely feels smooth in the hand and it weighs around 66 grams. Surprisingly, you don't feel that weight on the wrist. When you wear it, you feel like the weight is evenly distributed and you don't get the feeling of wearing a heavy or a bulky smartwatch. So that's a great thing. And buttons, right? As you can see here, it has got 4 buttons: select, up, down, back, and the buttons are fairly tactile, if you can hear them. Right, so the buttons are very tactile. It gives you very good feedback every time you press it. So yeah, that's another plus point to the watch. About the display, this is a 1.39-inch AMOLED display with 326 ppi and 1000 nits brightness. जो मटेरियल यूज़ किया गया है डिस्प्ले के लिए, द ग्लास, आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू फाइंड एन एक्यूरेट इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट दैट. इट डेफिनेटली फील्स लाइक गोरिल्ला. आई कांट से फॉर श्योर, but one thing I can say for sure is that this is a scratch free display. As I said before, I bumped this multiple time into car, cycle, you name it, the watch has survived it. And as I said, there is not even a single scratch on it, so that's a great news. Coming to the brightness, 1000 nits. जब तक आप इंडोर एक्टिविटी कर रहे हो, you will not have any problem. The display is more than enough for all of your indoor activities. But if you go outside and you are using it against direct sunlight, उस सिचुएशन में भी आपका काम चल जाएगा. It's not gonna get crazy bright. But you should be able to see all the menus, all the functionalities, and you should be able to switch the modes just by looking at the display. You don't have to put your hand like this, yeah, hide karo display ko and look it like this. You don't have to do any sort of those crazy things. The display is good enough even against direct sunlight. Okay, now let's talk about its sports functionalities, feature and the smartphone application which controls the watch. अगर मैं इसके सारे functionalities के बारे में बात करते बैठूंगा तो it'll take probably an hour and it'll sound like a sales pitch for all of you. So what I've done is I have summarized some of the important points which I felt are essentials. It has acceleration, gyroscope, geomagnetic and barometer altimeter for our movement recognition, and we can measure our blood oxygen level, our stress level, heart rate, sleep from the watch. It supports dual band 5 satellite GPS for accurate GPS measuring. I personally haven't been able to test how accurate the GPS tracking is yet. When it comes to sports, it has 150 plus modes. Workout से पहले आपको basically आपका mode select करना पड़ता है and the watch will take care of the rest. It can auto detect 15 strength training movements and 8 sports movements automatically. ये auto detection आपको either या smartphone के application से या watch से enable करना पड़ता है. I have kept it disabled because I think it takes a toll on the battery, and for my day-to-day activity I don't think I need that auto detection wala feature. The application which controls this watch is called as Zepp. And it's available for both iPhone and Android. You can control all the watch functionalities from the app, and actually you can do more. The app UI is clean and I haven't had any connection issues till now with it. If you want to add app functionalities like navigation, meditation app, you can add them from the app directly. It will sync up with the watch. My favorite app is this navigation app. थोड़ा odd है इसको setup करना, but once you set it up, it's actually a very helpful application, especially if you're a bike rider and you don't want to take a look at your smartphone again and again for direction. All you need to do is set it up. You set up the direction in your application itself, both the source and destination, and the watch will pick up the directions from the Google Maps and show it to you on its display. It's a pretty cool application and pretty useful also. You can even install games on it, and as of now there are only 11 games. I don't know who play games on this, but hey, it is a feature, it is a functionality, and you can play games on it too. By the way, the default language on this watch is actually Chinese. So when you take it off, probably you will see the menu in Chinese language. So to change that, you will have to first sync the watch to the application, and then application से आपको language change करना पड़ेगा unless you know Chinese. Also, there are multiple cool, interesting watch faces here which you can install, and also you can set up your own custom image as a display for this watch, which is what I'm doing right here. The good thing is that कि ऐप फेस इंस्टॉल करने से पहले ही आपको एप्लीकेशन में इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाता है कि whether the watch face is battery intensive or not. Based on that, you can decide whether you want to go for it or not. Speaking about the battery, it's a 500 mAh battery and it gets fully charged in 2 hours. Amazfit claims that with typical usage, it should last you 24 days. If you enable battery saver, it's going to last you 45 days, and if you are a heavy user, it should last you 9 to 10 days. Now there's no definition for typical usage and heavy usage, right? So मेरे टेस्ट में what I found out is, अगर आप वॉच को रोज़ 2 घंटे का एक्सरसाइज ट्रैक करने के लिए यूज़ कर रहे हो, प्लस योर स्टेप्स एंड योर स्लीप, it should last you 9 to 12 days easily. So maybe that you can consider as heavy usage. लेकिन अगर आप लेट्स से इफ़ यू आर ओनली वर्किंग आउट एन आवर एंड यू आर यूजिंग द वॉच टू track down your workouts plus your steps and your sleep, so then it should last you 15 to 18 days easily. That can be your typical usage scenario. The battery life changes according to the weather also. For example, अगर आप एक extreme cold weather में हो और आपने GPS ऑन करके रखा है, तो the watch will probably last you 9 to 10 hours as per the official numbers, and if you have turned off the GPS it should last you 9 to 10 days. अगर आपको डिटेल में जानना है कि बैटरी लाइफ कैसा है किस वेदर में, हाउ इट्स गोना परफॉर्म, I'll put a link in the description. Definitely credit to Amazfit in this. They have not inflated the number, they have not deflated the number. You will definitely get what you're promised. Sounds like a perfect watch, right? Great build quality, scratch free display, very good battery life, amazing performance. So what's the missing link? Problem kya hai, right? There has to be a catch to it. So here are 3 problems and some of them are borderline annoying to me. First problem is that इस वॉच में फ्री स्टाइल मोड अवेलेबल नहीं है. Now what is freestyle? Let's take this Mi Band 5 for example. And also let's consider a workout routine, right? आप जिम जा रहे हो, सबसे पहले आप एक 10 मिनट ट्रेडमिल करोगे and then आप एक 5 मिनट साइकिलिंग करोगे and then you will switch to थोड़ा बहुत स्ट्रेचिंग या हिट वर्कआउट and then you're gonna do your weights training, right? अगर इस स्मार्ट बैंड से वो सारे एक्टिविटीज़ आपको ट्रैक करने हैं, तो ऑल यू नीड टू डू इज़ एनेबल द फ्री स्टाइल मोड एंड वेयर इट एंड यू आर गुड टू गो. रेस्ट ऑल द ट्रैकिंग एक्टिविटी विल बी डन बाय दिस स्मार्ट बैंड ऑटोमेटिकली. यू डोंट हैव टू स्विच बिटवीन वर्कआउट्स वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, वट एवर इट इज़. The smart band will take care of all of that. If you want to follow the same routine, same workout routine from this watch, first you will have to go to a mode called as multi-sport, sorry my bad. सबसे पहले आपको मल्टी स्पोर्ट पे जाना पड़ेगा. Then you will have to create a format of your workout routines कि आप क्या क्या करने वाले हो. Consider the same routine, right? Treadmill, cycling, HIIT training and then your weights training, right? So first you will go to your multi sports, then you go to settings, then you go to add workout, then you will manually add what sort of workouts you want to do. आपका 10 मिनट का treadmill walking हो गया and then you're gonna switch from treadmill to cycling. You will have to press this back button twice to switch from treadmill to cycling. And cycling हो गया, then you want to switch to another let's say HIIT workout, then again you will have to press the back button twice. On Mi Band 5 you don't have to do any of that hassle. It will track automatically all your sports activity. And another problem is that let's say आप अर्ली मॉर्निंग जिम जाते हो, तो भाई आपको डेफिनेटली ट्रेडमिल नहीं मिलने वाला है. There are people who walk like 30-60 minutes on treadmill. I mean, who does that, dude? I mean, again, that's a different topic altogether. But yeah, let's assume कि आपने 10 मिनट आपका ट्रेडमिल कर दिया, then you don't have mood to do cycling now, but you want to do elliptical, cross trainer, right? तो आप on the fly वो format change नहीं कर सकते आप. So you will have to stop the current mode, multi-sport, and then you will have to, अगर आप चाहते हो तो you will have to create another routine where you are gonna add, remove the cycling and then add cross trainer. So as I said, very big headache. बट सरप्राइजिंगली अगर आप लेट्स से सेम रूटीन फॉलो कर रहे हो, राइट हैंड में इसको पहना है, लेफ्ट हैंड में इसको पहना है, सेम रूटीन ट्रेडमिल, साइकिलिंग, हिट एंड योर वेट ट्रेनिंग, आफ्टर द वर्कआउट जब आप दोनों को स्टॉप करोगे द ट्रैकिंग इज़ नियर द सेम. दोनों का ट्रैकिंग जो एक्यूरेसी है दोनों सेम है. हाउ एक्यूरेट दे आर वी डोंट नो, बट दोनों का जो ट्रैकिंग है इन द सेंस बी इट योर हार्ट रेट, be it your steps, how much you have walked or ran, whatever it is, दोनों का ट्रैकिंग नियर सेम है, नियर आइडेंटिकल है. सो इट लुक्स लाइक बैकएंड का अल्गोरिदम जो भी है ट्रैकिंग का दोनों का सेम है. इट्स जस्ट दैट इट्स सो एनॉइंग कि आपको सबसे पहले एक फॉर्मेट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, देन यू हैव टू यूज दैट बैक बटन टू स्विच बिटवीन वन वर्कआउट टू अनदर. I mean, come on, just introduce free style in this, please. And one more thing, मल्टी स्पोर्ट में आप सारे स्पोर्ट्स मोड नहीं ऐड कर सकते. देर आर ओनली स्पेसिफिक मोड्स जिसको आप मल्टी स्पोर्ट्स में ऐड कर सकते हो. लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल आपने 10 मिनट वॉकिंग कर लिया एंड नाउ यू हैव डिसाइडेड टू डू सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ फ्री स्टाइल बॉक्सिंग. वो आप मल्टी स्पोर्ट्स में ऐड नहीं कर सकते. आपको सबसे पहले आपका वॉकिंग का जो है उसको बंद करना पड़ेगा, देन यू विल हैव टू स्विच टू बॉक्सिंग. So again, very irritating, right? I've done the same thing with this one, treadmill and boxing. Again, all you need to do is enable that freestyle mode. It will take care of the tracking altogether. So that's my annoying and first complaint about this one. The second point is the design. It's a sport watch, right? It's supposed to have a certain look for it. It's supposed to have a certain appeal for it, but I'm sure not everyone will like this design. It's more like a boyish design, if I can say that. And as I said, not a lot of people will be attracted towards it. Uh, at the end of the day, it's your preference. You might like it, you might not like it, but in general, when it comes to smart watches, people generally prefer, or rather I should say less prefer, this sort of design. And number three, the most annoying, the charging pin. It's again, it has its own proprietary charging cable. तो अगर आप लॉन्ग ट्रिप पे जा रहे हो या आप GPS ट्रैकिंग यूज़ कर रहे हो, तो आपको इसका स्पेसिफिक चार्जिंग केबल लेके जाना ही पड़ेगा, एंड यू डोंट हैव एनी अदर ऑप्शन फॉर इट. I don't get it. I just don't understand why they don't introduce USB-C for smartwatches also. But again, that's another irritating factor, that you will have to drag another charging cable altogether, and you have to keep track of where you're going to throw that charging cable and all. So yeah, that's the third problem what I have. So yeah, that's it everybody. That's all I've got to say about this smartwatch. Again, just to summarize, great watch, great performance, great build quality, with a little bit of hiccups here and there, which I believe is pretty common with every tech, right? There is no near perfect tech. So yeah, that's all about that. If you have any questions regarding the watch, post them in the comment section. You can directly DM me on Instagram if you would like, and I'll be more than happy to address them for you. So yeah, that's all everybody. Take care.